Hello students, welcome back to the accounting classes. Now, let me ask you one question. Have you ever asked any beggar a question as to why don't you start a business? Why you are begging here? Oh, what he may think? He may think that you have gone mad, right? So, why is it so? Even you know that for starting any business, for running any business, first of all, you need to invest money into it, right? Without finance, without money, nothing can work. And now that is the major reason you can easily understand the rule of debit and credit if you understand how all these things are going to matter while you are doing a recording of accounting transaction. Let's have a look at the three types of accounts and the rules relating to these three accounts. There are three types of accounts: personal account, real account and nominal account. Now this is traditional categorization, and you can see in some of the books it is categorized as personal account and impersonal account, and in impersonal account these two categorization or types are given. Let us try and understand this categorization, how it is done and what is the basis, right? So as the word itself suggests, personal account, you will find name of a person, name of organization, name of any institution, any company. All these different things will be categorized under the personal account, and this particular accounts rule will be applied for identifying the effect of debit and credit. Now second type is a real account. In case of a real account, you will find property or assets are recorded in this. Real account rule will be applicable to the different assets and property that the business has. Nominal account is basically applicable to the expenses, okay, incomes, gains, losses. So what we'll do, we'll just categorize this into two: expenses and losses, income, gains, profits, okay. So this is how all the different things that are involved in any transaction can be categorized either in one of the three accounts. It may be either a person, an organization or a company which is involved in the transaction. It may be any property or assets that the business has purchased or business has sold, even goods, cash. So this kind of asset or property which the business has will be recorded in the real account, or real account rule will be applicable for goods and cash as well. Nominal account will be used for recording expenses and losses or incomes and gains, right? So if you can identify in the given transaction, if there is any person, if there is any company or organization or institution, if there is any property or assets which is mentioned, or is there any income, loss, expense, okay, that is mentioned in the transaction. Identify the account type accordingly and you can apply the rule of debit and credit. Let's have a look at the three rules of three different types of accounts. Now in personal account, we said that we will be recording or we'll be recording name of a person or company. Now in case of personal account, we have seen that the rule will be applicable to a person or an organization. Now when we are talking about a person, just understand a person can either receive the things or he can give the things, right? So we can understand whenever there is a transaction or exchange, okay, there will be two people or two things that are involved. So one person will be receiver. The person which is mentioned in the transaction will either be one who is receiving the things or the one who is giving the things, right? So debit the receiver, credit the giver. If the person is receiver, then you're going to debit his account. If person is giver, then you're going to credit his account, right? A real account says debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Now this account is basically used for recording assets or property. Now if you have any property or any asset. Like suppose you are purchasing a machinery. When you purchase the machinery is coming in the business. So then machinery account will be debited. Now if you are purchasing a machinery, obviously you are going to spend cash. Okay, so machinery is going to come in, debit what comes in, and cash is going out, right? Machinery as well as cash both belongs to this account. So machinery comes in and cash goes out. So debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay, so machinery will have debit effect and cash will have credit effect. Now the third type, in nominal account we are going to record any of this. So if there is any expense or loss, then we are going to debit it. And if company has got any income or gains because of some or the other kind of a thing, so that will be credited. So if you will try and understand all these rules, one common thing that you can identify. Okay, as I said, if you want to start any business, first thing that you have to invest, right? So you need money for doing investment. If you focus all these things, what you can find it in debit and what you can find it in credit, you can pay attention to. Now debit the receiver, debit what comes in, debit all expenses and losses. Now try and understand. So debit the receiver, okay, debit what comes in, and debit all expenses or losses. Okay, now try and understand. We are going to equally write credit the giver, credit what goes out, okay, and credit incomes or gains. Okay, now just pay attention to this. Whenever you are receiving something, that thing comes in the business for which you are spending expenses. So all these things are nothing, not different, but only one thing, that you are receiving benefit. Whenever you are receiving the benefit, debit effect. Okay. So benefit whenever received, you will be receiver. When you are receiving the benefit, that thing is going to come in your business and you are going to spend for it, right? Nothing is free of cost. So if something comes in, if you receive something, you will have to pay for it. So that is an expense, right? So let us have a look at credit side. When you are giving something, you are giver. Then when you are giving something to others, obviously it is going to go out of business, and that is what is going to fetch income to you, right? So if you see, this credit side mentions all the benefits given. Okay, so you can find there is a credit effect whenever the benefit is given. Okay, so all these three rules you can even understand just by understanding benefit. So when you are receiving the benefit, debit effect. When you are giving benefit to others, then credit effect. Now you can see, when you are giving it to others, you are giver. That things goes out of business, whatever you are giving to others, and that is going to fetch income to you. And that is the reason why all these different rules are basically revolving around only one rule. Now you can see, if you don't understand those three rules, it is very easy to understand at least this much. If you are receiving benefit, debit effect. If you are giving benefit, credit effect. So all the benefit receiving things to be debited and all the benefit giving thing is to be credited. Now, so you can understand how easy accounting is, and if you can understand debit and credit effect, putting it in a format is not a big deal. So accounting is very easy if you understand the rules, and more than that, if you understand the business in a real sense, right? Thank you.